what do you think is going to happen to Ukraine then over the next year?
So if you look at Ukraine, I think the reality is again, as Mr Putin knows, is there any interest in Western Europe for military action of any material and direct nature? The answer is no. It's no surprise to me that in the States there's more calls for this sort of thing because they're geographically distanced from it. The trouble is, if you think about Germany and the relative geographic proximity of events in Ukraine, which, let's face it, you move through Poland and then you move into Ukraine. It's not that far away in the wider scheme of things. You are not going to see military action of any material direct nature. So consequently, I think Russia has no interest in pushing on and expanding supply lines to recreate the old USSR. That's not the objective either. So I think what you'll get is some broad stalemate where actually tensions at some extent die down, and Mr Putin has raised the ante, he's created tensions and uncertainties in the world, and now he'll start to re-exploit some of those commodity benefits that he's looking for medium term. So actually I think Ukraine will remain a nation which is split between different ethnicities, and unfortunately people's attention diplomatically will move on, and unfortunately Ukraine will remain, in terms of Kiev being able to administer and manage an entire unified nation as per the borders of a couple of years ago, will no longer be possible. Because let's face it, the Ukraine unfortunately is on the cusp of default, and hence your ability to make decisions and shape your own destiny is fast going down. So I think Ukraine, East and West Ukraine de facto will effectively split apart.
Not to invest in Ukraine at the moment?
Well, you know, there are again things. I mean, some of the wheat fields in Western Ukraine, you know, that is strategically interesting and a good area. So you know, there are things to be doing, but it's clearly way up here in terms of the risk profile.